Okay, we're back. Part two. So last you guys saw me fighting with some rivets, and here are those bastards. I got them all drilled out. You can see that guy. Oop. This guy here, good and peened over. These were a pain in the ass to get out. I drilled them to a number 40, and I don't have a 31. I think that would be ideal, but they were a little tough to get up. But one thing I do like is that I was able to get these kind of dead straight, and you can see that I can get this all the way on my punch. It actually goes down quite a ways. So I was really happy with how the drilling went anyways, but pounding them out kind of freaked me out, and I had to get a backer, which I used this little piece of a hydraulic rod that I polished up as a backer. I'm going to drill some holes, I think, and I want one that's a little smaller, so hopefully I can get this right over top of the rivet, and the rivet can actually just go right inside there while I'm pounding away with my my little punch, 332 punch. So we're gonna try setting these again. I hope it goes better, but yeah. We're talking about the center hinge and whether or not washers should go in behind the heads of the bolts. The plans don't call for it. They only call for washers on the backside. Well, after reading a bunch and the guys on the Vans Air Force forums helping me out, we've come to a couple conclusions. One, every little bit of weight helps. And because this weight is so far back, any weight you can get out of the tail in an airplane is advantageous. Two, there is a flat there built in to these bolts. That's not the case with all bolts. And a lot of bolts are just machined right down to the flats. So it's almost like there is a washer built in to an aircraft AN bolt. And so that is what is distributing the load on this on this face, on this surface. And so I'm going to do what the plans say and what other people have been advising me to do, and that is try to keep the weight out of the tail. The bolts are sufficient just as they are. So yeah, figured I would fill you guys in on what we learned, and thanks for everyone's input. Well, we didn't fuck that one up. Good. Oh, it's so nice when rivets go in without damage. Give these guys a quick check. I could use just a little bit more. Bingo. Okay, too. Good. Probably needs a little bit more of that guy. Oh, no, I got her. Beauty. Ooh, dropping a tungsten bucking bar on your foot kind of sucks. Okay. Beauty. All right. Okay, so as you can see, I got all the 710 stuff done. Oh, no, I lied. I missed one right there. We'll get that guy. And then we're going to move on to these guys. Right? There's another one down there. Those two, those two, those two. That's where our ribs go in. Those two pieces of blue tape are where our attach points are, so we don't touch them and our other rib. So let's get this last -7 in there and move on to, I believe, the -6s. Okay, I lied. The rivets that go through the doubler and just 702 and don't touch the 710 or 714, they're -5s, they're not -6s. So 470, they're still panheads, and they're in number 30 holes, or 1/8, and they are -5. So let's get to smashing these in there. Woo, that one was close, but we got it. Height's good. A little bit overset, but we're good. Looks good on this side. Okay, this is the last of the front saw spar center section -5 rivets. There you go. Awesome. All right, that's it, guys. Let's out of here and show you. That is the whole front center section taken care of. Turned out pretty good. Here's the underside. All in all, I'm pretty happy with that. Start getting the rest of the skeleton together. Okay, so what I just did off camera is but I just got my rib done up here. My HS00005. Let's see if I can just give you guys a better view. Just got that guy all done up. Now, I don't know if you remember me saying, but due to the inspection process here in Canada, I cannot put the H0006 in because it will inhibit inspection of the rib that lays right here. You won't be able to see these rivets. So I'm just going to cleco this guy in, and after the inspection is done and I get my closure go ahead, I'll just get 2 rivets in this guy and 2 rivets in the other side and we'll be good to go. But in the meantime, let's get the other 0005 in, right? Let's get rid of this tape. So the rivets that go through the 710, 714, the 702 spar, the HS00001 doubler, and this guy are -7s, and the ones that are going into the 6 are -6s. So we're going through some thicker metal here, which is why they're a bit longer. Looks like we just got a couple burrs in there, so I'm going to run my reamer through it. Probably a little bit of primer. There we go. Excellent. And there's the 7. I do want to make sure this is nice and tight. I don't want it lifting at all. There we go. I think you can kind of see what's going on now, although I'm going to block your view with a bucking bar, but okay, let's get this bottom guy in there. There we go. Oh. It helps if you plug an airline in. And another thing you guys got to watch out for is make sure if you're switching between tools, you got your pressure set right. I'll actually drill on 40 psi just to not make the mistake of turning this guy up to 100. Ooh, that would suck. Alright, there's that guy. It looks pretty good. I might just give this just one little tiny tap just to change the angle of her a bit. There we go. And again, we're leaving our center ones out because that's for our other rib. We have another 7. She goes. It's kind of one of those times where that corner wants to lift just a little bit, so I'm going to see if I can get a clamp on it first. I really want to make sure all these edges are nice and tight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a bucking bar in there. I don't think I will. You know what? I'm going to flip the cleco, see if that helps. There we go. Just a little precision bending there. That'll be good. All right. There you go. The 5s are in. And the 6s are staying out until someone tells me I can do them up. Next! All right. Well, check this out. I just clecoed these guys into place. And I just noticed that I might have another clearance issue. You see this top rivet, this gap here, not happy with that. So I'm probably going to pull the 06 off here and give that a little bit more of a clearance. You can see we're good on the bottom rivet. Let's see if I can get you guys in there. Tough to tell, but I got good clearance there. And on this side, we got clearance. We got clearance. Throw everything together first. Next step in the plans is to take the, I believe the 707 rib, the 706 rib, the 708 rib that hangs out behind 707. We're going to lay the skin upside down. We're going to cleco those parts to the top side and rivet them in place, I believe. And then we'll connect the skin with that, the 707 installed. The 708 won't be. I'm not 100% on the 6. I got to reread the instructions. And I think that'll aid us in taking shape so we can slide the rest of the skin on and start getting, well, those guys. The 707 is going to be blind riveted to the back of the spar. So we're going to have, you know, pop rivets, you can call them, right here. All right. So, looks like we got a little bit of work to do right there. Let's get her done. And presto. Clearance. Gotta get a little bit of primer on that. No biggie. Alright, so left side skin. HS707 is clecoed to the top side of the skin. It says cleco and rivet to the top side of the skin. So that's what we're doing right now. Alright, let's get to it. We're using 426. These are flush rivets. And they're 3.5s for this guy. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. It's a little tighter. Still not perfect, but a little bit tighter. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I was able to get that rivet in there. I just couldn't really, the camera was getting in the way, so I had to take it off. So I got the camera just set up on the dresser right now. Now we're doing the bottom side. I had one tiny little dent. Just, it's not even a dent. It's like the set just skipped just a little bit. Wish I started with the bottom, but oh well. It's not that bad. Actually, one more on this side. I wanted to wait till the end because I wanted to see if it would pull itself in, and it did. It was awesome. So we'll get that last guy for the 707 in there. Alright. I'll give you guys a shot inside. Well, I can't really get all the way in there, but that's what we got. Difficult to see. See if I can give you guys a better shot here. Alright. There's our 707. Stoked. This is what they look like from the outside. There's that little skip I was talking about. I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's barely noticeable. And the back side. Coming along. Rinse, lather, repeat. Just the right side. Same deal. I just went right off the bat because I don't really have a problem shoving my hand in there to get those rivets done, but I just clecoed everything in because it did really help to pull the seams together, having 708 in temporarily and having 706 in temporarily. So 706 will hang out there even after 707's all riveted up. We're going to pull 708 and then slide this whole show onto what we already riveted up. So I'm not going to show you guys this because you just saw me do it on the other side. It's the exact same. Hopefully I don't bung anything up, and we'll catch up when we're getting all this stuff onto the front spar. Alright. Alright, got this guy all done. Couple fuck ups. Pardon my language. Got this guy, I don't know if you can tell, sitting proud. So I gotta drill that guy out. And just like the other side, I had my set slip, and of course it's on the top, and of course I've dented my skin. Not impressed, gentlemen. I know it's cosmetic, and I know filler is going to take care of this, but I was really hoping on polishing my airplane. Oh well. On we go. Okay. Well, we got the skins wrapped around the front spar skeleton. And I have the 00006s in just to aid with squaring everything up, right? I just got the clecos in just to square everything up. I left the 708s out, so just a little bit easier for me to get my hand in here. And I'm not gonna cleco this side on because it'll be a little easier for just to access everything, I think, so. So I think I'm going to leave this for today. I think we got some good progress done today. You know, one small blem, one insignificant blem. Still kind of a little upset about that, but it's on the pilot side too. Oh well. It's going to get a little bit of hanger rash, I'm sure, one day. But, yeah, so stay tuned for part 3 of the horizontal stabilizer final assembly video. If you guys have any questions, please comment and ask away. This is all new to me, too. So if you see me doing something wrong, please speak up. Tell me. You know, safety's number one, and we don't want to be flying around in something that's subpar. With that being said, though, have a walk down the flight line at your local airport
Airplanes are pretty banged up and they're still flying. So some stuff is cosmetic, but please, if you guys see anything that you think needs addressing, by all means, leave me some comments. Please subscribe and like the videos. It helps me out and lets me know you guys are pumped on the content. And if you would rather have a bunch of smaller videos, or if these videos are too long or too short, also please let me know, and we'll get these videos suited to what you guys like. Have a good one. Keep banging rivets.